Ndizi TV.
Good evening and welcome to Ndizi TV News at 9 p.m. on the 18th day of November 2025. It is a Tuesday. My name is Chemutai Kirui and my director tonight is Lucas Oma. Looking at the highlights tonight, President William Ruto is set to deliver the 13th State of the Nation address as Parliament prepares a special sitting, while political tensions flare in Mbeere North with Kindiki attacking Gachagua and opposition leaders Wamalwa and Gachagua rallying against the president's record. Also, Senator Mandago defends mothers' rights amid hospital fee disputes, and elsewhere MPs raise alarm over a possible 6 billion Kenya shillings hustler fund loss, and civic groups also urge citizens to participate actively in governance. This and more on Ndizi TV News at 9 p.m. tonight. My name is Chemutai Kirui. And on to our first story tonight. The stage is now formally set for President William Ruto to deliver the 13th State of the Nation address next Thursday, following an official communication from the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula. The President is constitutionally required to update Parliament and the nation on progress made in upholding the national values and to detail Kenya's fulfillment of international obligations. Preparations for the joint sitting are already underway, with the members of the Parliament and the public alerted through gazette notices and formal announcements.
Honorable members, our communication on the State of the Nation address to Parliament by His Excellency the President of the Republic. Honorable members, Standing Order 42.1 relating to messages from the President provides that the Speaker, and I quote, shall read to the House any message from the President delivered to the Speaker for communication to the House. In this regard, I wish to inform the House that I received a message from His Excellency the President conveying that he intends to deliver the 13th State of the Nation Address 2025 to Parliament pursuant to Article 132.1 of the Constitution on Thursday, 20th November 2025. Honorable members, Article 132.1b and C of the Constitution states, and I quote, the President shall address a special sitting of Parliament once every year and may address Parliament at any other time. C, once every year, report in an address to the nation on all the measures taken and progress achieved in the realization of the national values referred to in Article 10 of the Constitution. 2, publish in the Gazette the details of the measures and progress under subparagraph 1. And 3, submit a report for debate to the National Assembly on the progress made in fulfilling the international obligations of the Republic. Honorable members, in accordance with the above provisions of the Constitution and Standing Order 22.2, I wish to notify all members that a special sitting of Parliament will take place on Thursday, 20th November 2025 at 2:30 p.m. in the National Assembly Main Chamber Parliament buildings. A notification of the special sitting has since been published in the Kenya Gazette, notice number 1.
Elsewhere, political temperatures in Mbeere North soared today after Deputy President Kithure Kindiki launched a blistering attack on former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, dismissing him as a very small man. In a fiery speech, the remarks have stirred fresh controversy within the Kenya Kwanza political landscape, signaling deepening divisions as leaders trade harsh words ahead of the upcoming political battles.
Fire sifa inaenda mpaka huko Chicago. Hii ambayo tumetafuta ya mwisho inatoka huko Ishara, inaenda Kirie, inaenda Muminji, inaenda mpaka huko chini mpaka Chicago. Kuyari. Sasa yani rais afanye hii kazi yote alafu tumfukuze? Alafu tuweke mtu ambaye alikuwa na kiti na hakuna kitu alitusaidia nayo. Si hata hao watu wanazurura na ndugu yetu ule mtu ya mitego, watu ambao wanazurura nao, si walikuwa viti kubwa? Si walikuwa watu wadosi? Uliwaona huko? Kuna kitu walifanya hii area? Walifanya hata harambee ya shule, harambee ya kanisa, kuna maji walileta, kuna stima walileta. Nyinyi watu tafadhali please, msione sisi kama hatuna akili. Sisi tunaelewa maneno, nyinyi kweneni nyumbani, bye bye. Sisi mjaribu kitu kingine huko, lakini mimi hata sioni. Ni fire si fire, ni noma si noma. Wacha sasa nimuite governor wa Embu County. Karinda ni fire si fire. Karinda ni fire si fire. Wacha nione Karinda. Usijali my sister, you're fully protected. Thank you. Huyu mtu anazunguka hapa ni mtu mdogo. He's a small guy. Mimi over 20 years ago nilikuwa wakili kule Hague. Wakati Uhuru Kenyatta na William Ruto walikuwa wameletewa kisirani. Mimi sikuona huyo mtu. Na tulipigana na mzungu anaitwa Ocampo, tukamwangusha, tukaleta Uhuru Kenyatta na William Ruto nyumbani. Sasa huyu mwingine anaongea ni nani? It's small man. Ni mtu kidogo, ni vile amejiweka pumzi mingi na kiburi. Aende asiende. Ajui sisi ni kina nani. Si tumepigana na Ocampo tukiwa vijana. Sasa tumekomaa. Tutakufanyia ile mwosho mmoja, one way. Na wachane na Karinda. Karinda ni fire si fire. Karinda ni noma si noma.
And still on political matters, opposition forces intensified their onslaught against the government in Mbeere North, where former Defense Minister Eugene Wamalwa and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua held an electrifying rally accusing President William Ruto of amassing wealth at the expense of ordinary Kenyans. Gachagua, in full campaign mode, pitched tent in the region to drum up support for Newton Karish ahead of the by-elections, signaling a renewed political offensive against the administration.
Ama mtambia mtu wakileta pesa mkule bwana, sawa. Hizo pesa ni zenu. Hizi ndio pesa Kasongo amewaibia. Ameleta vitu inaitwa sijui sha, she, shi, sho, shu. Mimi nilikuwa waziri wa Uhuru, tulikuwa na NHIF, silikuwa inafanya kazi jamani. Tulikuwa na linda mama. Si tulikuwa na linda mama wote. Ukipata mimba ukijifungua unajifungua bure, serikali ya Kenya inakulinda. Huyu jamaa kuja akatoa linda mama, alitoa hakutoa? Mimi nimetoka Western, wa mama wa Western wameapa tarehe 27 chuma chake kimotoni. Wanasema vile alitoa linda mama watamuonyesha adabu tarehe 27. Sawa sawa? Ama ninyi mko sawa huku? Munaumia kama Wakenya wengine? Basi kama uko hapa Adu, Magarini na unaumia na hii mambo ya SHA haifanyi kazi, hii mambo ya housing levy, unaambiwa ulipe ushuru wa nyumba upende usipende. Na wewe hapa Adu ulikuwa umejijengea kanyumba kako, na unaambiwa ulipe nyumba ambayo hautawahi pewa. Hiyo ni haki jamani? So tarehe 27 sio tu kutenda haki kwa ndugu yetu Kenga ni kumwadhibu huyu Kasongo, huyu Zakayo na ushuru wake. Amepanda juu ya mti, amepandisha ushuru.
Huyu mtoto kijana mdogo anaitwa Rukuu alianguka mara 4. Huyu JB Muturi akamshika mkono, si ndio? Akamsaidia akakuwa mbunge. Ameenda amepanga na Karinda na Kasongo wakavuta yeye kazi, si ndio? Akapewa kazi ya Muturi. Sasa ako na maringo na majivuno, anatembea na ndege.
Elsewhere, as a strong push for maternal health care rights has emerged after Uasin Gishu County Senator Jackson Mandago insisted that no mother in Kenya should ever be denied treatment or detained in a hospital due to unpaid medical bills. Mandago emphasized that all women seeking delivery services must be automatically enrolled in the Social Health Insurance Fund, underscoring the need for dignity and protection for mothers during childbirth.
And our biggest and our weakest link in the rollout of UAC is actually county governments. Honorable Speaker, no mother, whether teenage or old enough, should be denied service or be detained in an hospital for failure to pay hospital bills. Honorable Speaker, our county governors, I really don't understand whether they are not reading the law that we passed in this house, or they have just abdicated their responsibility to people who have no capacity to deliver on it. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, all mothers who go to deliver in facilities, whether public or private, are supposed to be enrolled on SHIF. Honorable Speaker, SHIF does not require you to have an ID. A birth certificate is sufficient for you to be registered as a mother and to deliver in that facility, to even be carried out as cesarean delivery, to be treated, discharged. And the only thing that facility is supposed to do is to bill SHIF on the cost they have spent on delivering that matter, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I get surprised when my colleagues want to take us to Linda Mama. You know, a lazy person would always want to remain in a comfortable place. What we must understand is that we cannot replace a comprehensive healthcare system by a sectional cover, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, if you are given an option to choose between a comprehensive insurance cover and a third party.
And now lawmakers have raised the alarm over what could be a massive financial hole within the Hustler Fund after the Special Funds Accounts Committee revealed that more than 6 billion Kenya shillings in loans may not have been repaid. The members of parliament now want answers from responsible agencies, warning that the fund, initially launched as an empowerment tool, faces serious accountability and sustainability questions.
To now, we don't know whether money is lost, we don't know whether money has been stolen, but we just know we need to audit to know, is the money there, is it safe? So these documents will help us make a ruling whether Hustler Fund is competent or incompetent in its functions.
The CEO has confirmed they have already received 14 billion from Treasury, from Exchequer, and only 1.4 is reforming. You can mathematically say over 12 billion is already.
Borrowed is not money stolen. So money lost is what is stolen, according to my understanding. But the money is borrowed, it is in people's hands, and some of these are your consequences. What I've done so far is I'm putting up a collection strategy.
And now a National Civic Education Forum hosted by Uraia Trust has challenged Kenyans to step up and fully embrace their constitutional role in shaping governance through meaningful public participation. Stakeholders drawn from government and human rights groups stressed that issue-based engagement is central to strengthening democratic institutions, calling for citizens to move beyond passive politics and take an active stake in the nation's future.
To hold space for various organizations and bodies that work in the civic space to help make our country better. And we hold space for them, for people to come and discuss something about their country, how to make their country better, and how to become better citizens themselves.
5 years, and so this is both an opportunity to stop and reflect at the state of civic education. And why civic education? Because that is the enabler for we as citizens to exercise our Article 1, Article 3, and other rights that demand that we respect, uphold, and defend the Constitution. How do we sit down as a country and make ourselves, enable ourselves to be better at what we do? And that is what our job is, and that's what we're looking at doing in these 2 days.
Elsewhere, a Migori resident living with disability has expressed deep gratitude after a mix-up that had initially directed him to a distant training center in Meru was resolved, enabling him to join the Nyota Empowerment Program within his locality. He is among the 234 beneficiaries, 7 of them persons with disabilities who successfully completed the training, thanks to the coordinated efforts between the national and the county authorities of Migori County. Ndizi TV's Lennox Odede tells us more in his report.
A beneficiary living with disability under the Nyota program has expressed gratitude to the Migori Information Office for its important role in helping her enroll in the ongoing Nyota training. Margaret Ajema, a resident of Ayego village in Suna East Sub-County, explained that she received a call on Friday, November 14th, directing her to attend the training at Maua Primary School in Meru County. She was confused because she believed that the training was supposed to take place in the location where each participant had applied. Ajema sought assistance from the Migori Information Office through the support of relevant authorities, led by the Principal Secretary for the State Department for Public Investment and Assets Management, Cyril Odede. She was able to join other Nyota beneficiaries at Muslim Primary School in Migori Town on Monday, November 17th.
Nilipigiwa simu Friday jioni saa 12 niende Maua Primary Meru, na sikuweza kufika huko. Nimejaribu, nikaulizia, hadi nimetembea kwa hizi ofisi zetu, hadi nimefika kwa information. Hapo ndio hadi nikafika, hadi nimekuwa admitted. Nataka kuwashukuru PS Odede na Susan na waandishi wa habari Migori, na washukuru kwa sababu wamenisaidia, nimekuwa mmoja wa.
According to the Suna East Sub-County Nyota Program Center Coordinator, Geoffrey Ounda, Ajema will receive the necessary support and fully registered into the training program so she can benefit from the initiative.
Through the intervention of the journalists, the local administration, and relevant officers. She's on a wheelchair. She cannot be able to walk. And initially she had been taken in Meru to be a beneficiary of Nyota in Meru. But because of her condition, and she comes around here, she comes from Ajema, she comes from Ayego, which is a location in East, Suna East. It's been deemed necessary that she's accommodated here through the effort of the peers. We are going to give her a manual, assign her one of the teachers who is coming around her place, and some of the students who are coming from her area to make her go through that training. And where there will be difficulties, we shall also be coming in. We are going to take her contact. Beside that, the teachers and the other mentors, we shall also be in hand to assist her.
The training, which was concluded on Monday, brought together 235 trainees, including 7 persons living with disabilities. Participants received entrepreneurship skills and startup capital to support their economic empowerment.
And among them, we have those who are also disabled. They call them the PWD, We have around 7, the PWDs. Some were deaf, some were lame, and some also have a different kind of disabilities.
Lennox Odede reporting for Ndizi TV Africa from Migori County.
It is exactly 20 minutes into the hour, and Ndizi TV News at 9 is taking a commercial break. When we come back, we'll be taking you to Homa Bay County, whereby several youths have been frustrated after they were turned away during the Kenya police recruitment process. And also in Narok County, Narok South, residents are restoring the Maasai Mau forest through free tree planting and environmental training, boosting both the conservation and youth livelihoods. Elsewhere, matatu operators protest an EPRA directive restricting pickups and drop-offs at fuel stations, warning of financial losses during the holiday season. And also, Kenya and 18 regional countries are exploring a joint maritime shipping line to strengthen trade and to protect against global supply chain disruptions, while Tanzanian humanitarian activists demand accountability from President Samia Suluhu, calling for international intervention over alleged rights violations. This and more at Ndizi TV News at 9 p.m. After the break, my name is Chemutai Kirui.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
Being healthy is a strive everybody longs for. Human beings will spend their time online searching remedies for conditions challenging them. Some will go to medical facilities seeking medical help, while others will use herbal means to keep their health hazards. I am Chemutai Kirui, and every week on Afya Yetu, we open the doors for life-changing conversations from wellness and nutrition, preventing diseases, managing chronic illnesses, and even mental health. We bring expert advice, real-life stories, and practical solutions that touch every part of your life. Join me, Chemutai Kirui, on Ndizi TV Africa Afya Yetu Health Show every Friday from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. and be part of the change.
Naam, ni wakati wa kusikiza sauti inayobeba maono, busara na hali halisi ya kisiasa humu nchini. Karibu katika kipindi Sauti ya Uongozi. Hapa tutakuwa tunazungumza na viongozi kujieleza katika hali halisi ya yale ambayo waliahidi kuyafanya, na bila shaka kukupa wewe mtazamaji nafasi ya kuzungumza kama mwananchi wa kawaida kwa yale ambayo waliahidi kuyafanya katika maendeleo humu nchini.
But after making the payment, they deleted. Now, what kind of accounting is that? Because you are supposed to maintain the details of whoever you paid so that the figures can balance.
Watu ambao wanafanyiwa sio kwamba ni wale wananchi wote ambao wako pale wanafanyiwa ile funding, ni makundi haswa. Na zile pesa kufika katika makundi ikamfikia mwananchi yule ambaye alikuwa anachangiwa akapata kiasi kidogo cha pesa. Ina maana kule kuzurula, ule msururu wa kuzunguka inakuwa ni kama ni null and void kwa mwananchi, anaiona kwamba analagaiwa.
If you graduated in 2016 and somebody graduated in 2020, the 2016 was to be given priority to get that job. But nowadays, members of parliament have taken over. They get the letters, they dish them in funerals, others they sell them to the highest bidder.
Kila wiki tutakuletea mahojiano ya kina na viongozi kutoka sekta mbalimbali na jamii kwa ujumla. Je, unajiuliza maswali ni kipi ambacho kinajiri nyuma ya pasia la uongozi? Basi
Hapa ndipo unapaswa kukaa, mkao wa kutazama na kusikiza. Usikose Sauti ya Uongozi kila siku ya Jumamosi kuanzia saa 1 jioni hadi saa 3 jioni. Ndani ya Ndizi TV Africa, nami Jeff Nyakundi. Sauti ya Uongozi. Tunazungumza, tunajenga, tunabadilika.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
Je, wewe ni mmiliki wa aina ya gari aina ya Alto, Probox, Harrier, V8 na Lexus? Jipatie brake pads kwa bei nafuu hivi sasa. Vilevile oil filters kwa gari aina ya Toyota na vilevile Subaru. Ili upokee popote ulipo, piga simu kupitia nambari 0739318606.
Je, wajua kwamba mapishi si kazi tu ila ni sanaa? Njoo tujifunze mapishi mapya katika runinga ya Ndizi TV Africa. Hapa ndipo tunapika, tunajifunza, tunakula, tunasherehekea na kucheka kidogo. Ungana nami kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia mida ya saa 2 usiku katika kipindi chetu cha Pishi Bora. Hapa ndipo tutakuwa tunapika vyakula mbalimbali ambavyo vitakuwa vinanukia kama vile mchuzi wa nyanya, tunapika kuku kitunguu, tunapika wet fry na vyakula vingi zaidi. Njoo tujifunze pamoja na tulete ubunifu jikoni katika kipindi chetu cha Pishi Bora. Ungana nami Ronelfa katika kipindi cha Pishi Bora, tulete ubunifu jikoni.
Unatazama Ndizi TV Africa.
Thank you for staying with us and welcome back to Ndizi TV News at 9 p.m. Now proceeding to Homa Bay County, frustration brewed at Homa Bay County where several youths turned up for the National Police Service recruitment exercise only to be disqualified under conditions that they argue were unreasonable and unclear. Some were locked out for failing to blink one eye, others were lacking certificates of good conduct that they claim were never listed as a requirement, while more candidates were dismissed for lacking NYS membership proof. Police officials, however, maintained that the exercise proceeded smoothly.
I'm one of the recruits who came to try their luck in the recruitment, and unfortunately we didn't get the chance because the requirements, we didn't take the requirements since the good conduct wasn't written, and when we reached, the first thing that was asked was that good conduct. So we are very disappointed. They could have included the good conduct first number 1 in the recruitment list. Yes, and we are so much disappointed. The young youths, a lot of people have gone back home. We thought this would be our chance, because when we say we will wait for some other years to come, we are aging. Yeah, we're getting old. That's all I can say. But
the main purpose why I'm being disqualified is only hiyo mambo tu ya
macho, kutingiza macho. Ilikuwa hapo, so umejua hadi mi nikashangaa, kwani rada ilikuwa gani? Kana weka namna hivi, wanasema hiyo pia ni mbaya. Jameni, si utuletee kitu kingine yenye tunaweza fanya ili watoto pia wakuwe qualified, because watu wengi wako hapa nje but wanatolewa juu ya vitu ndogo ndogo. Serikali yafaa angalie hiyo kitu. Juzi ndo tulipass out na saa hii tulipewa pass ili tukuje tujaribu hiyo nini recruitment, but wameniuliza iti kitu gani yenye unaweza kuwa nayo ili utuonyeshe umetrain NYS, but si kwa na chochote juu hatukupewa hiyo ID card ya NYS. So wafaa waangalie hiyo kitu jameni.
I came to try my luck today, but the process of kufunga macho hivi nikatolewa, so that's why nimechujwa, but God willing next time I'll try again.
Daniel Amboka Ashkobe, Superintendent of Police. Shughuli ya leo imekuwa nzuri. Tumepata hawa vijana wameweza cooperate. They have reported on time and we have continued to conduct our exercises without any problem. Yeah, we are intending to recruit a reasonable number. According to our slot, is around 16. We have several areas that we are assessing, starting from age, and then there is academic qualifications. There is academic qualification, physical and medical assessment. Yeah, from NIS, we will recruit according to the number slots that we have been given. It is between 18 and 28.
And in Narok South, residents are renewing hope in the once degraded Masai Mau forest through determined tree planting efforts and environmental training supported by Base Titanium. Members of the Kirobon community-based organizations say the skills gained in nursery management and modern beekeeping have not only supported the forest recovery but also boosted youth incomes, helping steer many away from illegal activities after the forest evictions.
So tunahimiza mashirika wengine wote wale wanahusika katika mambo ya kuhifadhi environment waike mfano ya Base Titanium, kukuja kushikana na community, alafu wanunue miti ambao zile communities yenye iko karibu na msitu wako nayo ili hao watu wafaidike.
Msaidia sisi kabisa kwa kupanda miti, hata kuonyesha sisi mahali tufanye ile vitu tuna style kufanya. Tumejua hata kupanda miti, hata pesa ya tunatoa pesa huko na tumesomesha watoto kabisa mpaka wamemaliza, hata wamesaidia kabisa kwa kila jambo.
Elsewhere, members of parliament are raising sharp concerns tonight, accusing senior government officials of abandoning their core responsibilities to the public. The MPs say some leaders have become more focused on politics and power struggles than on delivering essential services, warning that this shift has undermined accountability and weakened service delivery across the key sectors in the country. They are now calling for immediate corrective action to ensure government officials return to their mandates and put the needs of citizens above political interests.
Hatuwezi kuruhusu watu waozeshe hii serikali. Haiwezi kuwa rais anazunguka kuuza sera za serikali. Ni sisi na CSS na PSS wanatakiwa uuze sera za serikali. Sio rais akoko jua anatangaza sera hizo. Anaongea na MCS na kina mama na wanafula. Kazi yake ilikuwa kazi ya international na kuhakikisha serikali imepangwa vizuri. Inahakikisha kuna kasoro kubwa katika serikali yetu ya Kenya.
President is hustling to deliver on his promises. Unfortunately, of the 22 ministers, only 3 are doing good work. Only 2 of the 22. The rest are inaccessible, they are arrogant, they have nothing to do in delivering the promises made by the president. The 3 who are delivering is Isaias Joale, CS Murkumen, and the roads minister Chirchir.
Now, matatu operators across the country are up in arms over a new directive from the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, requiring all pickups and drop-offs at fuel stations to cease. They argue that the policy will inflict heavy financial losses, especially during the busy holiday season, and want the government to reconsider what they describe as an unrealistic and disruptive regulation.
As of Matatu, the employees of the Matatu sector have talked. Wakili has talked. Our petition is coming up on Wednesday. So if EPRA wants Matatus not to be in petrol stations, that circular must be to every petrol station in the territory called Kenya. 2, if EPRA is the one that licenses petrol stations, and according to their letter, which I'm issuing to the media, petrol stations are only filling and refilling of fuel. Questions of garages, which are in petrol stations. Questions of salons.
And now wrapping up, humanitarian rights activists in Tanzania are calling for far-reaching accountability measures, accusing the government of Tanzania for violating fundamental freedoms. The groups claim that rights breaches have intensified and are now pushing for international intervention, including opening a case against President Samia Suluhu at the International Criminal Court as they demand justice for victims of alleged state abuses.
The legal system in Tanzania is broken. The legal system at the East African Court of Justice is equally broken.
More recently, there's been satellite imagery that also shows a camp of where these Ugandan mercenaries are still occupying or living today.
Enough evidence to confirm the crimes against humanity that have been committed in Tanzania.
The killings that are systematic attacks against the civilian population fit squarely within the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court.
Because our Ministry of Foreign Affairs has proven that Kenyans living in Tanzania are not important to them, and they've not addressed themselves to the issue of how many Kenyans are suffering at the hands of the Tanzanian administration. So we are calling on the Kenyan government to act as a government that is responsible for the well-being of their own citizens wherever they are across this globe.
Maana watu wa Tanzania hawakumkosea kwa lolote. Yeye ndio amewakosea, amekataa kuzingatia maadili.
We want to tell her categorically, we do not want your forgiveness. Keep it, stay with it. On 9th December, as they continue to exercise their sovereign power, we as Kenyans, we as East Africans will stand with them.
Now that brings us to the end of our bulletin, Ndizi TV News at 9 p.m. tonight. My name is Chemutai Kirui and my director has been Lucas Uma. Until next time, have a good night and take care. But remember to stay with Ndizi TV Africa for more updates and entertainment programs. Have a good night.
Unatazama Ndizi TV.